As I said, we have parents here, we have policy makers from the Ministry of Education, we have upcoming teachers from the GSU Faculty of Education, we also have current existing practicing teachers from the Gombe State Ministry of Education. Beyond that, we also have them at the tertiary level, and we have government policy makers, as I mentioned earlier. But my question is this to all of you, whether as a parent or as an educator or as a government policy maker, are we really educating? Are we really doing what we are saying that we are demanding that we have actually signed up to do, which is educating pupils, right from primary school to secondary school and to tertiary education? And in order to really answer that question, we must look at what education really means, which is what? Whether as parents, as educators, or as policymakers, we are supposed to prepare students, right, from primary, secondary, and tertiary education to meet the demands of life. But the question is, what are the demands of life? As you all know, we live in a socio-economic world. And so, all of us, whether as students, as parents, whether we are young or old, we are continuously going to be challenged socially and economically. So, for us to really do justice in education, we must prepare students to face, tackle, and also thrive in the world of socio-economic development. So my question again, are we really educated? So it's because of this reason why the concept of Tongston came up about 7 years ago. So my background is actually in civil engineering. And if you know a bit about civil engineering, what happens is that we design buildings to withstand the test of life. Meaning every load that that building will face, whether it's wind load on top or even from the ground. So the same principle you can apply to a human being. Every test that a human being will face, he needs to be prepared and designed to face it. And it is because of that I feel the education system should actually tie all of those tests to what the students will face. So with Tongston, we actually thought of what really will make the best value for all students. And we believe that it's only if entrepreneurial thinking is at the heart of education, that is when the true purpose of education will be achieved. And so, in our 6 years of research and development, we've come up with a holding company that holds 4 subsidiary companies. The first of which is a business secondary school. Hopefully, the first of it will be actually established here in Gombe with the support and cooperation of the state government. So this will be the first business secondary school in Nigeria. Now, you may think that, okay, business secondary school will mean what currently exists, which is technical vocational education systems. But no, what we're doing is different. What we're doing is actually facing and focusing on the transferable business skills in enterprise. So imagine branding, marketing, sales, finance, and all of that, even the media side. All of that those competencies, we actually put it together into the curriculum of not just secondary school, but also at the tertiary level. In fact, even at the upper primary level, meaning primary 4, 5, and 6. And what will happen ultimately is that by the time students graduate into the world of work and the labor market, they are also then going to have all the competencies to sell themselves as employees, to set up businesses as entrepreneurs, and also to be entrepreneurial leaders. I don't really see the reason why a state government should be going to Abuja every month for federal allocation. I really don't. Why don't we use all of the resources we have? Yes, exactly. We really should be. Yes. So why not we use all the population we have as a state, the mineral resources we have, and also the agricultural resources? We're really blessed. I've been, for the past few months, I really have been, and the team we've been trying to set up Tongston, I've really been exploring and thinking of so much that we have, and really we haven't scratched even the surface. But for that surface to be scratched, it's important that the students or the human capital that are coming into the market are ready to explore it. And it's the reason why we want to make make it very important at secondary school. And what happens is that even when you go into your professional life, whether as an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever it is you choose to do, you are not just doing it as an employee, but you're also thinking of the business side of being a doctor, the business side of being an engineer, the business side of being a lawyer, and anything you really choose. And also, as I said, because we are only focusing on the transferable business skills, it means you can apply it to any other career you decide. I'm sure some of us that are already adults have experienced a time where, by the time we were in SS2, then we were, perhaps we are science students, we realized that, no, we actually are not interested in science. We want to be art students, we want to be social science students. But by then it's already too late. And in fact, even at the tertiary level, sometimes it's only after you're in the second year of university, then you realize that actually, I don't want to study law anymore. But it's already too late by then. So it's important, as I said, all of those attributes need to be put at the level of secondary education before you even reach the labor market. The next part that I really want to highlight, because we have government here present with us, and we have other people that maybe the students in GSP, they want to also venture into the government side of things. It's important that we, as an enterprise in Gombe State, it's important that we connect what we are doing to the 10-year development plan of Gombe State, which was unveiled just about a few months ago, on the 16th of February, I believe, by His Excellency Governor. So the 5 pillars of the Gombe State Development Plan. First, of course, there's economic development, there's infrastructure, there's social welfare and social development, governance administration, and sustainable development. Interestingly, believe you me, all of this were already in our plans, even before Gombe State unveiled it some few months ago. We already had plans to focus on all of these sectors. Maybe not directly in those words, but for us, it's about personal development, socio-cultural development, economic development, and sustainable development. So you can see the relationship between our plans and also the 5 pillars of Gombe State 10-year development plan. And we believe that if we really do it as good as we have planned it to be, then the government doesn't even have to wait till students graduate. I think the UN Deputy Secretary General, during the event of the unveiling of the development plan, she said the most important thing are what? The youth. Why? It's the necessity that makes you really somebody worthwhile as an employee or somebody to pay attention to. It's important that you collectively connect what you are doing to what the state agenda is or what companies' agendas are. It's only that way that they see you of value and that they can actually give you the employment that you seek for. So I just want to let me conclude now and say that this is just the beginning. Just last year, we established our center in Abuja. To be precise, on the 6th of January 2020 was when we established our center in Abuja. Of course, COVID-19 came and then it slowed down the process, but now we are coming back into the market again. It's important, being from Gombe State, that I established this center here in Gombe, also not just in Abuja. As you know, yes, thank you. As you know, they say, of course, charity begins at home. So this year, what we're doing, as what you see, what we're planning, all of this that we're planning, our team from Abuja are here. Some of our advisory board members send their goodwill. They are also, all of this, as I was saying, I lost my train of thought, is actually just so that also from the state is taken along in terms of development, not just Abuja and Lagos. It's important that also we carry from the state together with Abuja Center and also every other center that we're going to establish. Inshallah, we're also going to establish a center in Edo State, in Benin, for the southern part of Nigeria, so that we cut across the whole nation. I would say it hasn't been easy. It's been 6 years of hard work, and even my parents didn't know I was working on this. My background is in civil engineering, as I said, And when I told them I was dropping civil engineering and going into education, trust me, it was very difficult discussion to be had with them. And not just my parents, but even my relatives. Because I was on a high, or let's say a decent paying job. And as you know, the perception of teachers in Nigeria is that we are really sort of undervalued and we get the worst salary. And unfortunately, we are the gateway to every other career. Whether you are a doctor or whatever, you have to go through a teacher, you have to go through a school. So it's important for me. I found this to be a cause in terms of actually contributing to the state, but also so that when I leave this world and move to the next life, there is something that I've left so that people will actually become better versions of themselves. And if you really pay attention close, the reason why what we're having right now in terms of insecurities and in terms of youth misbehaving and even in terms of corruption is actually because people are worried about their economic development, their personal economy. That's why they want to continue amassing wealth or even taking the wealth of others. But if they are prepared and equipped to really create their own finance, trust me, there really is enough money in this world for everybody. But you need to be ready to key into that. So I conclude by saying, especially to the 100 teachers that are with us, that we are really here. Our center is here, temporary center is in Duha Plaza. Inshallah, you will see the final design, which is what's unveiled here. This will be our final campus in Gombe. So we're really here for the long run. We're not going anywhere. And we want your cooperation, the state government, whether you're academic or you're a policy maker, and also especially you that are graduating every year from the colleges of education and the existing teachers as well. Because it is you that knows what's currently going on in the system. It is you that knows what the gaps are. Hopefully, as I said, we are here together. It's not easy. You'll see some of my colleagues later on when they do the free training. It's important that you see that they are also kind of starting right now. They are not really the finished product, but they are on their way. It's important that you also come and contribute together with them and we develop together. Trust me, anytime you go to our center in Tongston, we are going to welcome you. As long as we are an educator, and as I said, educator in primary, in secondary, and at tertiary level. The work won't be easy, it's very difficult. I haven't slept for, for the past 1 week, but it's because I really wanted this to work well for you. We spent all of this to make sure that you get the message, and as I said, you should know that this is a very long journey ahead. There will be very many naysayers. People will say that this will not work. People will say that you are crazy. People will say that there is not enough money to finance this, but trust me, if we work, it's a lot of courage that we're taking to do this initiative. It's not going to be easy, but it will work. I can guarantee you that as long as I'm around, I'll make sure that I push it to the ultimate end. So thank you very much. There's a lot to say, but we're still around. We'll socialize later. I'll give you more information. As I said, especially the 100 teachers, feel free to come to our center and learn more about what we are doing. What you will do this afternoon for the 3 hours is just a tiny bit of what we have. So hopefully we see more of you and yeah, thank you.